autumn resin jewelry, pumpkins, apples, candy corns, and winter flowers. I'm using my micro decorations along with my 1-to-1 ratio. Here I'm using my micro pumpkin candy, and I'm also using an extreme shimmer alcohol ink called Fairy. I let it sit in there and use my toothpick to place it where I want to, topping it off with a little more of my resin. These darling micro apples are perfect for the autumn season. When I'm doing my micro pieces in resin, I always have to have a good pair of tweezers handy. I'm applying Mermaid Extreme Shimmer Alcohol Ink into the resin, and I'm topping it off with my little micro apples. As you can see, they are tricky to handle. They often jump around, but eventually I get it. Making sure that I top it off to make sure that my mold is nice and full. Top it off with shimmer. Now my little micro candy corns, they're so cute. I decided I want to do an orange, of course. I like just placing the alcohol ink into it because it's not going to be perfectly mixed and it gives a nice variegated result. Again, tricky to get those little pieces, but my tweezer comes in handy, as does my toothpick. Adding a little extra resin. A few more micro candy corns. Now I'm adding my resin, of course, and these are winter flowers, beautiful black and white flowers. I add my Mermaid Extreme Shimmer Alcohol Ink in here, and yeah, I go shopping for my little flowers because they are so tricky, they pop around, but just be patient, you'll get them in there. I always like to make sure to fill my molds to the top so that I don't have any concave portion. Here I'm adding a little more of my resin and topping it off with just a few more pieces of my micro winter flowers. Let's reveal. Okay, for the little pumpkin, so cute. Look at that little candy. I love it. And for my little micro apples, let's see. Oh yeah, that's super pretty. I love the delicate shimmer behind it because it lets me focus on my subject, and they're so adorable. These little micro candy corns. I like the way that the orange dispersed just as I was hoping. Love it. Feels so soft. I'm glad that I poured it to the top of the mold. And for those little micro daisies, these winter daisies are perfect. Look at that shimmer. Oh yeah, that's super beautiful. I love it. Pretty winter micro daisy necklace. That extreme shimmer is a perfect contrast to those little micro flowers. Such little cuties, and love it on the necklace. Warm and beautiful. Again, a really beautiful contrast. Mini apples galore, soft and pretty. I love the shimmer behind it. Of course, our little pumpkin candy sitting in the mysterious inks. Thanks so much for joining me today and wishing you happy creations.